That we unveil a birthday surprise is the only day that you get that 4-pay flex pay. Those are interest-free payments. So this show, this is it. This show until 12 midnight, $25 flex pay, free shipping. So we pay, door to door, no contact delivery. It's off and running. And then we also throw in, well, I won't bury the lead. My favorite attachment is what I call that power, that torque tool. So boy, oh boy, you want to convert it to just remove that hose, use it on your stairs, use it on your furniture. And then of course you get the dusting brush. You also get that crevice tool. You get it only until 12 midnight for $25 on your credit card. Oh, and Allison, even though it's on sale, they could do apply and buy, right? Even though it's on sale, still 30-day return policy. But you could take $40 off. How about them apples? If this is your first purchase, apply and buy, and holy moly, you wanna, get away with a real steal. Try that for yourself. Hey, Angela is joining us in the Hoover Studios. We've only got about 3 minutes in this presentation remaining. What are some of the things that everyone should know if they are just channel surfing and seeing this for the first time?
This is Hoover React. It's their top of the line vacuum cleaner, typically selling for over $200. And what I love about this is it's packed with smart features and innovative technology. So we've got that floor sensing technology that's going to allow you to automatically transition from your carpets to your hard floors, so you don't have to reach down and turn the knob on your brush roll to turn it on or off. It's automatically going to do it. It has that lift off technology, so you can transfer this to a stick vac for your above baseboard cleaning with a wand. That handle is going to attach to your turbo brush. I'm telling you, this makes cleaning so much easier. You're going to be able to clean your car, your upholstery, your stairs. This is so versatile and maneuverable. You're really able to clean your entire house. I was joking before that if I was a professional cleaner, this is the only tool I would need, because you're able to dust, get all over your house. And I want to show you here in the Hoover studio just how easy this is to transition from your carpets to your hard floors. And if you're like me, there's a lot of transitions in the house. Now check this out. So Shannon, there's no scatter. When I transferred onto the hard floor, that brush roll automatically shut off. There's even LED lights down here at the bottom. It's gonna tell you if it's cleaning carpet or hard floor. It's so smart, it's even telling you what it's doing. And those LED lights in the front, I'm telling you, I have pets at home, and when I'm cleaning, it doesn't look that dirty, but those LED lights light up that pet hair. You can't miss it.
It's so true. Angela, we're gonna let you go because we've only got about 60 seconds remaining, but thank you so much for helping us out on this Saturday. Be safe out there, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon, you too.
Thank you, Angela. Love that demonstration, because let's be honest, we've got more than just, hardwood floors or tile or carpet. We've got it all. This does it all. Don't forget that surprise, that flex pay is done at midnight. So this is your final opportunity to get it at home for $25. Okay, we're gonna continue to make your house a home and celebrate that. More stuff coming up.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm to skin difference, only with Beekman 1802.
Now more than ever, we all need a little extra fun. That's what birthdays are for. Come celebrate our birthday all month long. Cue to confetti, more deals, more special guests, more new products, more big events, daily surprises, and giveaways galore, 43 to be exact. Some things just get better with age. Find your fun all month long.
Well, we are going to make your house a home. Welcome into HSN. I'm Shannon. It is our birthday month, and wow, wow, wow. Yeah, we're spending more time at home, but if there was ever a time in history where, yeah, we're cleaning, but how are you cleaning the air that you breathe? This is an idea whose time has come for sure. And there are so many things that set it apart. First and foremost, Live Pure is a brand that I'm so proud that we have here at HSN. They really go the extra mile when it comes to thinking of you, their customer, because remember, you want to clean the air that you breathe, but you also don't want a lot of hidden costs. Like, how much is that extra filter? Where do I find my filters? Where do I buy my filters? Forever Filter is built in. It's a sealed chamber design. It's not a, gosh, I wish I were a HEPA, air purifier when I grew up. It's the real deal, and not for nothing, it's pretty. So here's what we have. This price is good for today and today only. This is your final look. It's your last opportunity. It is only for this show, or as long as supplies last, for less than $100. Guys, my mind is blown, because if you go to hsn.com right now, all day, every day, I've purchased a couple of air purifiers for my home in the neighborhood of $199, $279, a lot more than this, okay? So last show, price goes away at midnight, very limited quantities. So I'd love for you to see, we've sold over 2,000. We have the last 1,000, and that does not take into consideration everyone who's joining us in the various forms of ordering. So before I introduce you to Vonabelle, our special guest, you choose your color of choice. Are we officially calling this graphite? That's what I thought. This will be the first to go. Look at that, beautiful. It's almost like a burlized wood. I mean, boy, oh boy, you want to talk about aesthetically pleasing? See, that's what I mean. Live Pure really goes the extra mile. Look at this great black. And once more, it has those really decorator and designer details that make a difference. 672-212. And then check out that white. Boy, the white really shows off that nice wood grain design. Let me do this real quickly, because we want to clear the air and we want to introduce Vonabelle, Forever Filter, True HEPA, price that is blowing my mind. This could have easily been another Today's Special. Did you blink? Look at that. We are clearing the air as we speak for the best price I have personally ever seen, even better than a Today's Special in many respects. But we can't do these shows without our home expert, Vonabelle Sherman, who is joining me safely at home. Vonabelle, I'm telling you, we need to be running this in the studio. I can tell that we've had dust for our Raycop, like real dust, because already, it's not a cure or treatment for allergies or asthma, but doggone it, I don't realize how much of a difference these make until you get them at home. And that's really what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true. You don't know. So what just happened in that chamber for you is that Live Pure moved the air so it can clean the air. And that's key, because if you don't move the air, you can't clean the air. Because if we want to clean over 200 square feet like this unit does, you need to be able to pull air from the left, pull air from the right, so that you put it all through the True HEPA filtration. And it is a 2-layer filtration system. You first have cocoa carbon, which of the good, better, best is the best in a pre-filter. We're going to capture all the big particles. If you have pets, you're going to see their hair on this. And we're going to collect those odors and furs and VOCs, which are the smelly things in your home. Then we're going to get to the True HEPA. And that's going to do all the allergens, the things that are making you miserable. Your eyes are itchy, dander, and mold spores. Mold spores are the things that float around. Like this year, you might have had a leak and you ended up with mold on your walls. Well, that stays there. That needs to be remediated differently, but mold spores go in the air, and that's when you don't feel well. Your eyes get itchy. You feel like you wake up in the middle of the night clearing your throat. You're sniffling. This is the season of everything. It is tree, pollen, weed, grass, and never mind that the EPA says the air inside our house is 5 times as toxic as outside. And of course, we're all quarantining, staying home as much as possible, so we want the best air. And this unit does 202 square feet. So just for an idea, that could be 10 by 15, 15 by 15. But as you've heard me say many times on my air purifier demos, never think, oh, I have to get out a ruler and be perfect, because here's what happens. At that level, we clean it 5 times every hour. 120 times a day. Put it in a bigger room. Instead of 5 times an hour, maybe we'll do 4 times an hour. Put it in a smaller room, maybe we'll do it 6 or 7 times an hour. So if you want to look at that graph, we can go to that, because it's a good word picture for you to know the sizes of things that are in your air. So one single piece of hair is 100 microns, 80 to 100. Depends how big your hair is. If you have big Texas hair, it's 100. And then we have pollen, then we have household dust and pet dander, and then smoke. Now, smoke is the tiniest, hardest particle to remove, but not for Live Pure, because we do have true HEPA. Now, here's the big thing. Can you find a $100 air purifier? Yes, but in 3 to 6 months, you're going to have to go buy a new filter that is going to cost you $40, $50, $60, $70. This, as Shannon said, is a forever filter, meaning it's permanent. You do not look for a tape measure in a few months. You actually simply just vacuum it. So what are you going to vacuum it with? You're going to pick up your upholstery tool. You recognize this, right? Upholstery tools to your vacuum. And you simply vacuum it clean. And you're going to do that whenever you vacuum the floors. Make sure you do it once a month, though. And it returns it to its original performance. This filter is a forever filter. It's meant to last the life of the unit. Now, the life of the unit, they say, is about 12 years. Not because the unit's going to be bad, but in 12 years, you might want something new. New technology, that kind of thing. So isn't it nice you don't have a money pit? You don't have to spend another nickel on a filter for your Live Pure unit. And these are gorgeous. Now, Shannon, you mentioned that the gray was going quick, as it often does, because that's such an on-trend color. My son is buying a house. The floors are exactly that color gray. So great choice to make along with the other ones, right, Shannon?
It absolutely is. In fact, you read my mind. So here's what's happening. This is the last show. If you are channel surfing, we're HSN. We've been in business for over 43 years. We are so proud to have Live Pure on the air. Even if you've never discovered HSN before, you need this. You just do. And certainly I think we all understand the ramifications of being indoors. The air in our home is actually dirtier than the air in the great outdoors. There's never been a time in history where it's vitally important to the good health of you, your family, your pets, your cats, your dogs, your kids, to do your utmost best in really doing what we can to maintain our good health. And whether it's allergy season, whether you suffer from asthma like I do, and again, it's not a cure or treatment for anything. If you don't have this, you are forcing your little lungs to kind of catch up and do the filtration. But the big thing you have to understand is, and Vonabelle's absolutely right, she nailed it. Can you find air purifiers in this price range? Absolutely. But I can almost guarantee you, first of all, they're not going to have forever filters with that sealed chamber. They're probably going to have like little adjectives such as HEPA-like, HEPA-esque. This is true HEPA. So let me show you what's left, because this price is done after my show at 12 midnight with the final 1,000. Of course, that does not take into account the hundreds and hundreds of people who are joining us in the various forms of ordering. Vonabelle's right. If you want that beautiful graphite, that gray, we have the final 300. So last 300 on that gray. Notice that beautiful kind of wood grain experience kind of mimics that great look. Wonderful touch control pad on the top, by the way. It's just, it looks pretty. This is not something you're ashamed to keep out. Incidentally, it's only 25 inches in the height and then 9 inches in the width if you're taking measurements at home. Classic black. Of course, you can't go wrong. Final 300 on that black. 672212. Last show, only show of issue at this price. 3 flexible payments of $33.33. And then that nice white. And I love that the white, you can really see what mimics the look of wood in that trim. Boy, these are so good looking. You're not gonna be ashamed to leave this out in the open. That's just it. You want it to do its thing. So final 400 on that white. And we wanna clear the air. And then I'm gonna go back to Vonabelle. Vonabelle, it's so funny. I might have to turn some of these on because no kidding, I can tell that we've been bringing in dust and stuff for all the home demos that we're doing today, because already my nose is getting a little stuffy. Again, not curing or treating my allergies, but because I'm like you, I spent a lot more than $99 for an air purifier at home, and holy moly, to get Live Pure true HEPA, a forever filter, getting all the way down to the smallest of particulates. It's gonna help you clear the air. And you know, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, see if you aren't breathing better. See if you're not sleeping better. Are your eyes red? Are they kind of sore? I mean, just, you know, how do you feel about the quality of air in your home? Because Vonabelle, even though, you know, here in Florida, we get sunshine 12 months out of the year, but I keep my house locked up tighter than a drum. I mean, I really do. And we are recycling that air inside. And, oh, by the way, they are giving me a quick update. Considering everyone who's calling, last 600. So they are going for sure. So Vonabelle, it's really true. The air in our homes is dirtier than the air outside. And obviously we're thinking of our health with the air that we breathe, right?
Absolutely. And you know, I've said this on other demos, you know, for air purifiers as I was presenting them to you. It's an act of love for your family because you're cleaning the air for your family. Everybody breathes better. Everybody feels better. And this unit is perfect for a bedroom because when you put it in there and close the door, in 1 hour, it won't even be the same air. The air will have been cleaned every 12 minutes, 5 times an hour, 120 times a day. So truly, it's not the same air. You'll feel better. And if you run it all night, you'll sleep better. You'll feel better when you wake up in the morning. So you're actually setting yourself for a great foundation. And I'm really glad that Live Pure gave this kind of gift because putting it at this price made it like an entry-level price for air purifier, but there's nothing entry-level in its features because it is true HEPA, not fake HEPA. It is a permanent filter. You won't spend another nickel. As a matter of fact, if you have an air purifier at home and you're like, oh, it's time to get a new, filter and it's going to cost me $50, don't do that. Get this one and never have to buy another filter again. So look at what we're going to collect. We're going to collect all the things that are irritating you, first through the cocoa carbon and then through the true HEPA. Allergens, dust, dander, dust mites, all of those things that are bothering you can be cleaned out of the air so that you can breathe better. And we made it so simple to get at home. Now, I did want to show you that's taking in all the dirt and dander and sending out only clean air. Because you know why? We're collecting 99.97% of every particle that's in the air. That's virtually 100%. So you're really going to clean the air. If you've been struggling or you're just like, well, if I'm going to stay in the house so much, I need clean air to breathe, this is a great one to do. Now, what I want to show you is the difference. So on here, look at this. This is the pre-filtered dirty, courtesy of my son, who was returning this to me and said, I didn't clean it yet, and I told him not to. And it will get this dirty. But think about this is what you would be breathing if you did not have the true HEPA. And look at how white and clean it should look like. Look at the difference. So that's what's going to be collected for you in your home so you can breathe better, so you can feel better. And this is a great unit, maybe in the nursery so your kids sleep better, the baby sleeps better, but it's great for your bedroom. And there is a low, medium, and high, and also a sleep setting, which is your lowest setting, so that you can sleep and still clean the air. That beautiful accent light is optional. Because a lot of people don't like light when they're sleeping, but some love the little light to find your way to the bathroom or know where that air purifier is. So that's a great feature. And then don't forget, we are capturing 99.97. Now, of all the particles in the air. Shannon mentioned this. I wanted to follow up. Shannon had told you that it's a sealed gasket. I dare you to go look at whatever's in your home right now, if you have one, and go see if it's cardboard or paper. Not true with the Live Pure. It's a sealed gasket. Look at that. It's actually rubberized so that no air can bypass and come out dirty, because that's what happens on inferior models. So maybe you bought air purifiers and like, oh, I give up because maybe it's not working. It might not be working because it's not a sealed gasket. So air's coming in and some is sneaking by and coming out dirty. No air can sneak by the Live Pure unit because it's sealed on the sides. So everything goes through 2 layers of filtration, cocoa carbon and true HEPA, and you never buy another filter. It's permanent. You simply vacuum it clean. Incredible technology.
Oh, Vonabelle, I apologize. It looks like your son missed out on that gray, unless you know some people, because the graphite is gone. So the graphite is officially gone. Black will be next. We have fewer than 300. And then I'm surprised about that white because the white is just, goes anywhere. I mean, it's a designer color for sure, especially since it really mimics that look of natural wood on that trim on the top. They are going for sure. In fact, if we consider every person who's placing their order, and again, shop via your app, load it on your phone, shop via remote, we're looking at fewer than 300. I would do it. There's a 30-day return policy. Certainly, while Vanna does an amazing job educating us, you don't need either one of us to tell you, you should be concerned about the air that you breathe. And you're doing it with a great brand for a price that we are only honoring now. This is the final show. Not HEPA-like, not wish it were HEPA when it grew up. True HEPA, forever filter. And Vanna Bill, I mean, because I know you're a professional organizer and a home expert. It doesn't hurt that it's pretty, for heaven's sake.
Oh, absolutely not. And that white is so much like, popular A electronics. So if your home has a lot of that, that's a great thing to add. And this is from Live Pure, another comfort factor, because I take great comfort in it too. I'm a consumer. This has a 6-year warranty and USA-based customer service. So if you make a phone call to have a question or a problem, you're going to reach the United States of America and speak to an American, and you have that 6-year warranty. Why can they do that? Because they're so confident in their product. And then I want to talk about what you're doing maybe now. You're putting sprays in the air to cover up the dog, candles. Don't do that. These are the exact same things you shouldn't put in the air. Instead, remove everything with Live Pure.
Absolutely. Well said. Vanna Bill, thank you as always. We so appreciate you. Thank you, my friend.
My pleasure.
Well, gray is gone, graphite's gone, black will be next with fewer than 200, and then the balance of which are in that white. Price goes away now. This is it. Well, we also have your final presentation of our very best value of the day. Stay tuned.
I found it in Peru, China, Morocco, an amethyst mine in the middle of nowhere. Every day's a new adventure. We go right to the mines. You can actually show people, okay, this is how it all starts. And every rough material you get is like opening a Christmas present. You're able to sculpt it, make it into something that's really unique, very special, very limited. And I think that that's what people love. They know the history of it.
My singular goal is to improve the quality of people's lives. Everything we do is intended to be unlike any other company of our kind. We just make exceptional vitamins so you could have exceptional health. It's not important that you get the products I'm offering, but it's very important that you get the information I'm sharing, because information is the key to being a healthy person.
Birthdays were made for shopping.
Our birthday, your presents.
Well, welcome into HSN. It is our 43rd birthday. I'm Shannon. Thank you so much for joining us. Here's what I'd love for you to do. Whether you're discovering HSN for the first time or you've never heard of Raycop, I want you to just invest a few moments to stop and listen to what we're talking about. This is patented technology. It is a handheld sanitizing vacuum, a patented handheld sanitizing vacuum that will kill with real UV, again, not all UV is created alike, disrupt the claws, the critters, the guys in our mattresses and our pillows, and remove it. Do you know what? Lowest price we've found, last look, best buy of the day. Well, I'm going to sound like my darling friend Amanda Borghese. She always says, trust me on this one. Trust me on this one. Amanda, I love you. I miss your sweet face. But I'm going to say what Amanda would say, trust me on this one. The hardest thing to get you to do is to try this. So what is it? First of all, it's a today's special. That is a one-day and a one-day only opportunity. I have sold, I have aired, I have purchased the Raycop at our regular asking price of $189. So right off the bat, this price is only good now. It is only good until midnight. It is only good as long as supplies last. That's what today's special is all about. This is the lowest price that we have found anywhere for this patented technology. That's number one. But what is it? Almost looks like a little stingray. We're broadcasting in Florida, but it is a handheld UV, not all, UV is created alike, UV sanitizing vacuum. A UV sanitizing handheld vacuum that for $43.33 on your credit card, I'm gonna read this statistic just directly from my legal cards of information. In just 5 seconds, this is calibrated to eliminate 99% of influenza A, okay? Dust mites, pollen, pet dander, all the way down to 0.3 microns. It kills it, it disrupts that stuff, it vacuums it up. You can probably hear how passionate I am, and honestly, every host that has presented this, we are all super fans, and we all spent more money. I gotta tell you, even at the regular price of $189, it's a bargain, but today and for this show, this is the final airing. It is the last opportunity. It became a customer pick at the regular full-size price. It's the lowest price for today for this show, only until 12 midnight or as long as supplies last. Get it at home, because there is a 30-day return policy. I'm telling you, whether you suffer from allergies or asthma, again, it's not curing or treating anything, but candidly, I'm speaking for myself. I was seeing a difference on my skin. Again, it's not curing or treating anything, but you've got some freeloaders in your home. And do you realize with this patented technology, for in just 5 seconds, when it maintains that contact, kills, disrupts, removes even influenza A and dust mites and dirt and pollen and pet dander and all that stuff? I hope you do it. We would love to send it your way. I know what a difference it's made for me. The only way to know for sure, and the only time to get this, well, lowest price that we found, is if you select it tonight. So it's a little over $43 on your credit card, 30-day return policy. And then real quickly, before I introduce our BFF in the home, we are doing a special apply and buy promotion today. Now, we up the ante because, doggone it, we want you to have this at home. We are all thinking about the health of our home, the health of our pets, the health of our kids, of our grandkids. Today, we have an apply and buy promotion where you could take $40 off. Once you're approved, you can take $40 off that first purchase. I would do it on this today's special. I really would. Certainly, there's never been a bigger time in history where we're concerned about our health, and more particularly the air that we breathe. What are you bringing into your house? How are you gonna kill and disrupt and remove? You don't even have to unmake the bed. It'll go through your pillows. It'll go on sequins. It'll go on pet beds. And it's funny, in my bag, and I'm gonna grab it in a moment, I carry the hand sanitizer. We've got sprays, we've got wipes, we've got stuff. We try our utmost best. This is your best or your next level of protection. Well, she's gonna show it off in action and talk about all the terrific features along with the huge value. Our BFF in the home, Alexandra Baker, has been joining us all day long. Alexandra, you know how much I love you, but this is something that you and I, we are passionate about. And anyone who gets us at home, we become like your best advertisement. We become crusaders, don't we?
We really do. I just love having the opportunity to share with you, Raycott. Thank you so much, Shannon, for taking the time to really try to explain to everybody how this works. So it's quite a bit of information, but it is really life-changing information. So I'm going to put it to you in a nutshell. Great for 2 groups of people. Number 1, if you have allergies, if these dust mites, upwards of 10 million dust mites are in your bed, and in your bed, those dust mites are wreaking havoc on your allergies. So group A would be the people who are allergic and having allergies to dust mites, because the dust mites, it's not just them. It's their fecal matter. It's their carcasses when they die. It's their unhatched eggs. That's a lot, and it wreaks havoc on your allergies. The second group of people, maybe you're OCD. You're really looking to clean, deep clean, not just superficial clean your home. However, this is a 3-way patented system of cleaning. And the number one, the first way that it cleans is with this 6-inch wide ultraviolet light. And not just any ultraviolet light, it is an ultraviolet C spectrum, a very strong spectrum of ultraviolet light. Well, guess what? In this time that we are living in right now, sanitizing our homes is so important. And so Raycop is going to help you pull out the dust mites, all of their matter, and simultaneously sanitize, allowing you to kill 99.9% of bacteria, germs, influenza A, staph, E. coli, and God knows what else. Now, you can see that I'm using this right on the mattress pad. It doesn't matter. I can go right over this lace, my favorite Vicky Teal sheets here with this beautiful lace. The lace is not getting pulled into the unit. I can go right over the bedding and know that several layers deep down, I'm getting all of that matter pulled out. I can go right over the pillow. Oh, so nice to do this for yourself, for your loved ones before you go to bed. Just give it a couple of minutes and concentrate right there on the pillow. And then last but not least, you can also go right over the mattress, the bare mattress, when you strip the mattress when it's cleaning day. And then after doing that, right, after you do that, you're going to pull out the dust cup. Is that what I dropped? Oh, here, I have another one right here. This is what a clean dust cup looks like. This is the dirty dust cup. And this is what comes out. And this is not just lint. It's not just fibers from the bed. You can see dog hair, my husband's beard hair. There are things here that are unrecognizable to me. I see a couple specks of glitter, but there's so much matter in here that I cannot tell what it is. And that's why you are cleaning the unseen. Those dust mites are tiny. We can't see them with our eyes. And all of their matter are in here. And this is what a clean dust cup looks like. This is why people love Raycop so much. It works with dual filtration, okay, 2 filters. And then the second filter is the HEPA filter. And in the back here, you just pull this out and you can see that's the HEPA filter. Very easy, slides right in there. And then I can just pop that right back on and then put this dust cup, I would clean it, but then you just put it right back into the dust and then just like that, you're in business.
Yes, you are. Hey,
Isn't that
Alexandra,
great?
here's what they are telling me. You can see that metric, that scientific graphic at the side of your screen, but you're watching this show for a reason. And I've been here almost 25 years, and I have to say, listen, I started when I just turned 30, 29, 30. My life is a lot different in my mid-50s than it was, when I was in my 20s. And, life changes. One thing that doesn't change, though, is we want to do the best that we can for our health. And that's even before this current time in history. I know, and that's why I say things in life are guided. You are watching this show for a reason. We know we are all trying our utmost and ultimate best to do the best thing that we can for the health of our home. This is something you don't have. Listen, I've got wipes, I've got sprays, I've got this, I've got that. I mean, we all have something, but this is killing UV light. Now remember, not all UV is created alike. It is killing, it is disrupting, it's removing. So, and you're doing it every single time it works, every single time it works. There's a 30-day return policy, and then of course, you're getting that free shipping, and that is only for this show. This is the final airing of the day. So here's what I would love for you to do. You've got 30 days to breathe a difference. Do your eyes itch? Are they red? Are you blowing your nose when you wake up in the morning? Maybe it's the pets. Maybe it's the littlest lungs in the family who you can tell that they're suffering. That's not only the mites and the dust and the must and the, and the stuff that's in your mattress and your pillows and, your carpeting and your sequin pillows and your great curtains, whatever it might be. That's the debris that they leave behind because, they are living, breathing, expelling stuff. So it's removing all of that. So if you don't remove that dust cup once, and again, it is killing, it is sanitizing, it is removing. Killing, sanitizing, removing. You can kind of see that light. Remember, when it makes contact, that's where you can really see. And Alexandra will show you a comparison. It's not one of those little itty bitty lights. You're covering a lot of surface territory. My crazy arthritis is acting up today. So Prince, I'm hoping they can see this through the thing. It's just a little hard for me to take out right now because like I said, I'm having some difficulty today. I might have Aaron help me. Can you guys see, that's just with a couple of passes what I got. And this is actually bedding that has not been slept on. This is bedding from our back room. So I'll try to empty this out. Like I said, I'm having some issues with the hands today. And you know, that's just it, Alexandra, whether we're talking about the littlest lungs, you know, the aging lungs, and everybody in between. The whole point is this does what we're not doing, because we've got wipes, we got sprays, we got this, we got that, and it's doing it, killing, sanitizing, removing every single time that we use this, right?
Absolutely. So here, let me show you, first of all, that light. This is a 6-inch ultraviolet light. This is big. This is wide. This is a big deal. And the fact that this is sanitizing those textiles, everything that this is exposed to, it is sanitizing. For example, you can't even get the sprays right now. I was looking for the sprays, and the sprays are chemical sprays. I was looking for this presentation, not to use here in my house. This is much better. So this is that first line of defense. There are pulsating pads and other things that I'm going to show you when we're over here. This is a big stuffed animal. It's a big polar bear that my daughter loves to sleep with every single night. And I used to notice that she would cough a lot. And it was recommended that I wash this bear more often. It takes 2 hours. I was mentioning to Shannon earlier, 2 hours to dry in the dryer. When I started passing Raycop right on top of it, and even my daughter knows to go ahead and pass Raycop right on top of it, just a couple times a week for a couple of minutes, she knows she is going to sleep much better. Your decorator pillows, the ones that you're not laundering, you're going to pass that right over, because all of the textiles in your home, it's like a little tiny bit of accumulation of those dust mites. They are multiplying all over the place. If you have decorator pillows that are a little fancier like this, it's not going to harm them. It is doing its job. It is sanitizing, but it's also, you know, shaking those fibers, getting all of those dust mites out. That just took me a few seconds. And then last but not least, for your fur babies, your pet beds. Sometimes we can't always wash the pet beds. And if you notice on the insides of their legs and arms that they're itching a lot, not only could it be something from outside, but it could also be dust mites. And so make sure you pass Raycop on the pet bed, not only for the dust mites to remove it for them, for the pets, but also because their paws are loaded with bacteria and other germs. And this way, you know, you're killing some of that in their pet bed and really helping them a lot. Now, when you remove that dust cup, I like to put this right back on the stand. And did you see that? Okay, wait a minute. I want you to see this. When this fell out, look at all of, I'll grab my little vacuum, but this is what was in that dust cup. And, you know, why? Why? Even on clean sheets, would you think that you can go to sleep and not wake up with itchy eyes, swollen eyes, runny nose, that hacking cough? This is the culprit. But Raycop is the solution that you've been looking for. It's getting to the root of the problem. And this is a perfect example of what I want to see you remove from your textiles. We're going to go in the other room and I'm going to show you exactly how this works on top of that blue light.
And again, it's not curing or treating anything, but I do have allergies and asthma, and it's funny, even when I took that out, it kind of makes my chest hurt. Again, it's not curing or treating my allergies or my asthma, but I'm gonna do a couple other passes, and even my producer, Allison, said too, the scary thing is, the bedding that we have, yeah, it's pretty, but this is brand new. This is not like, oh, well, it just didn't be, you know, this is new. And the thing is, you are seeing us remove things from this. Notice again, it's going to the source. It is going to the source. So it is killing, it is sanitizing, and it's removing. So it is killing, it is sanitizing, and it is removing. So it is also the lowest price that we have seen anywhere. It is today only. It is for only for those of us who are watching the show and who are able to select it. I know Alexandra is getting ready in her home, but in the meantime, Paul in Maryland was kind enough to join us. Hey, Paul, it's Shannon. Alexandra's getting ready in her home. Paul, we hear you already have this. How you doing, Paul?
Yes, I do. Well, thanks to the device, I'm doing much better than I was. Here's the story. For years, I had a skin condition. I thought it was a drug reaction I couldn't fix. Finally went to my internist. He gave me a cream, didn't work. I gave up, went to a dermatologist. He gave me something that should arrest the problem. Still had problems. I suffered for a long time. I saw you at 2 a.m. selling this thing a while back. I thought, I'll get it. I told my son, he laughed at me. But here's what happened. I used it twice on my old mattress. Unbelievably, no more skin problem, no more rash, no more itch. I don't have to use the dermatologist cream anymore.
Wow.
I can't say it's a medical device, but that's what happened.
Absolutely, Paul. You see, our customers are so smart. You're right. I mean, obviously, we can't make any medical claims and results vary, but...
That's right. I'm not saying it's a medical device.
Right. But see, it's interesting...
But that's what happened. I used it, and no more problem.
See? Paul, I can't thank you enough because it's funny. I had a similar experience. Alexandra, do you remember me telling you that story? That's actually why I got mine. I was seeing, again, results vary, but Alexandra, would you tell Paul his experience is not unique? We all hear great stories, don't we?
Paul, I am so happy for you that this was something that was helping you really getting to the solution. Remember, this was invented by an immunologist, and an immunologist is the doctor that you would an immunologist, and he's the doctor that you go to when you have allergies. You probably would have eventually gotten down to seeing an immunologist. And I'm just so happy and so grateful for you, because I can only imagine how frustrating it is that you were able to discover Raycop before even needing to go that far.
For sure.
So, we're not making a medical statement, but I'm just so happy that you found some relief.
And may I add, I've been following Shannon for over a decade. I finally get to talk to her. Wonderful.
Well, Paul, it's about time.
You know what I watch on TV? HSN and C-SPAN, believe it or not.
Well, we're in good company. Paul, thank you.
Wow, very heady.
You made my day. Paul, thank you so much. It's lovely to have you here. And it is interesting that
Likewise.
Paul, thank you again, Paul. That means a lot to me. It really does. And, and he's right. Certainly results vary, but Paul's story is very eerily similar to mine because, Alexandra, you know the case, and I know results vary. We're not making any medical claims, but you kind of throw up your hands. You say, what can I do? We all are doing our utmost best for our health. This is something that you're not doing. And listen, I sanitize, I use the wipes. I even bought, actually from that big, website named after a river, I actually bought one of those little itty bitty wands, which then you're still not dealing with the carcasses and the feces and, the other stuff that those little critters are leaving behind. And maybe you're like Paul, maybe you're like me, maybe that's what's you're finding kind of, irritating, little nose, little eyes, whatever it might be. Alexandra, can you take us on a tour of some of the features again? Because it really is so special.
It really is. So first and foremost, you've got that ultraviolet light. The ultraviolet light is going to really work on those dust mites. The dust mites are in the mattress. They are wreaking havoc on your allergies. And that's what the Environmental Protection Agency estimates, upwards of 10 million dust mites that are feeding from your dead shedding skin cells. Number one, the ultraviolet light. This is going to slow down their movement, the dust mites. This is going to slow down their rate of hatching on their unhatched eggs. And then with the pulsating pads, we really want to get them out of we want to shake them because they have claws. If you've ever seen a louse, or lice and they have claws, well, dust mites have claws too. So the shaking and pulsating is going to help them get out of there. And then last but not least, it has the perfect amount of calibration, the perfect amount of suction, rather. And it's done through being perfectly calibrated. And what do I mean by that? It's enough suction to deep down pull out the dust mites and their matter and other debris that are bothering allergies, irritating your skin, all of that, it's able to pull it out. However, It's also doing it without bothering the textiles that are on your bed. So let me give you an example. Look at this. I want you to think of this as your mattress, or think of this as, you know, like a baby changing table, and all of that white. Can you see all the white? That's just some powder. And this is a 2-ply kind of thick kind of cover. And what I like to do, just for perfect, like, remember, you're seeing that all the way across, right? And then when I turn this on, because this is not about superficial cleaning, this is about deep down cleaning. So you give it a pass, you go back and forth just a couple of times. You know, I tend to do things a little bit more in a rush, but if you really want to thoroughly clean, especially a mattress that is older, or a mattress that has never been exposed to rake off before, you want to pass that ultraviolet light just a few times back and forth. And I want to show you that this is not just cleaning on top, but it's also creating a path that is now completely clear of all of that debris. And that is a big deal. We are in my family room right now. I feel like I live right in this spot, and everybody comes in and sits right here. And, you know, what are you thinking? Other people are stripping. My neighbor works in an ER, and she completely strips her clothes before she comes into the house. Your family members are probably not doing that. So you think you're going to spray. You see where that says? No, don't spray those chemical sprays. It's only going to be worse. Shannon mentioned these little, these little wands that are supposed to. How is that going to compete with the light that I just shared with you? And the other thing, because that's tiny, it's like for a keyboard. This is plastic. These are allergen covers that people are putting on their pillows, or maybe even the entire mattress. But now you are trapping all of that dirt, and now you're like sleeping on it, and then you're wondering why your eyes are itching or why you're sneezing. The real solution is to grab your rake hop, and just a couple times a week, I will go ahead and just pass this right over those surfaces, pass that right over. Can you imagine? This is like, you know, the central station where everybody comes in and sits, and God only knows what is on their person and what you are bringing into your house. And your pets are here, and people are eating here and sneezing here, or, you know, whatever else is going on. You want to make sure that this is thoroughly cleaned. I just pass it back and forth. You can see that light is on. Okay, those pulsating pads are working. Okay, I'm able to just pass this very easily, even over the ottoman, right over my stars and stripes here. And then I take this out. I open that cup. Oh God, this is really getting full because I've done it so many times now. And look at all of that debris. So what I like to do is just kind of kick it off, and then I submerge it into the water, and I use the pads of my fingers. I usually will just do this under running water, under the sink, with some warm water, and I just let the pads rub each of the sides, and I just make sure it gets good and rinsed, and then I dry it, and this will air dry on its own, I would say within like an hour, especially with the air conditioner coming down, and it'll be completely air dried. And then remember, so now it's nice and clean. And then remember that HEPA filter is in the back, and it's just so easy to change. You know, people are putting ultraviolet lights in their air conditioning systems and doing anything they can to purify the air in their home. This is an inexpensive, affordable, lightweight way to bring ultraviolet light to sanitize your home, in addition to all of the benefits that the rake hop has in general. I want to make sure I grab a dry one. So this is something that I just feel is going to help you. You know, I'm a wife. My husband's behind the camera, Troy. He's been here all day since last night. And I'm a mom, and I entertain in my home, and I like a clean home like you. But I feel like with rake hop, especially during these days where I want everything to be sanitized for myself and for my family members, I feel like I cannot live without my rake hop, especially now.
It's so true. And you know what? I'm going to say this for what we will. We're not doing as much travel, but when I do, I have to stay in a hotel when I see my parents, because my parents live several hours away from the airport. And so it always means a stay overnight in the Twin Cities. And I'm just going to say, I'm never going to leave home without it. because when I do go to those hotel rooms, and it's funny, even prior to the time in which we live, I've always kind of what I say, you know, sanitized the planet. You know, I do the remote controls and the light switches. I mean, yeah, the toilet hand, I really do. I mean, I'm not kidding. I sanitize everything, but there's nothing I can do for that mattress. You know, and listen, I know, yeah, they might clean the sheets. A lot of times you watch the news reports and like, how long has that comforter been there? I'm not trying to, you know, go too far out on a limb, but I guess I'll put it out there. If you're not using this, what are you using? And you might think, you might get to the point you're never gonna wanna leave home without it. Because it is very small, it is very portable, it's lightweight, looks almost like a little Stingray design. It's easy to manage, and it kills and sanitizes every single time and removes every single time. And all you need to do is to put it to work for you. I said it before, and I am gonna say it again. I do think things in life are guided. And Paul, thank you again for that lovely testimonial. Yes, again, I'm not saying it's a cure or treatment for allergies or asthma, but I am very sensitive when it comes to Sensitive Sally with my skin. That's one of the reasons I love the Beekmans so much. They're coming up with a today's special at midnight. But I was seeing and breathing a difference before on my skin before I got my Raycop. And I'll leave it at that. There is a 30-day return policy. Get it at home. It's the lowest price that we have seen anywhere. You're seeing a lot of those customer pick reviews at the bottom of your screen. Those are at the higher, I say the higher price. At $200, it's still an amazing buy. But to get it for the lowest price that we have found for this show and this show only, I know you've been seeing it rotate in the corner of your screen. This is it. This is our last hurrah. It's your grand finale. It is free shipping. Try it, get it. You will use it. You will love it. You will see what you've been breathing. And not only that, you're killing it, sanitizing it, removing it. It's a forever product. It's the lowest price we've ever offered. It's the lowest price you've seen. I really hope that you consider it. I really do. I want you to make the decision for the health of your family. And, you know, Alexandra, it's one of the things that we're talking about, you know, whether it's the big kids, the little kids, the fur babies, we're all doing our very best to be healthy. Certainly there's never been a time in history where we're more concerned about our surfaces and, you know, what we're breathing and, you know, all the things in our life and especially in our homes. What I love though, Alexandra, and I was saying, compared to what you're doing right now, like that beautiful, by the way, I want to know where you got that chair. Or that beautiful settee, I don't know, or chaise, as you were. But holy moly, how in the world would you sanitize that beautiful tufted upholstery? But this does everything, doesn't it?
This does everything, you know. Normally, to clean a chair like this, yes, you would pass your vacuum over it. You might even pass your steamer over it. But really, when you're using the Raycop, you're vacuuming, you're pulling out those dust mites, you've got those pulsating pads. This is not just a vacuum. See, that's the thing. This is an ultraviolet vacuum, plus the pulsation, plus that perfect calibration so that it's not pulling your textiles. So, you know, this way, if somebody comes over and you're not sure where they have been or what's going on, you can give this a quick pass. It's very easy. I can use it right over my very decorative pillows. I can use it over my handbag. You know, not all handbags do I want to put sanitizing gel on or get alcohol on, but I feel like, you know, I was somewhere where maybe I just want to make sure that I'm giving it a little bit of exposure to that ultraviolet light. And then even these fancier pillows, I wanted to make a comment about this. Sometimes you see your pillows and it's got the zipper, so you think you can launder them. They're going to change color. It's not going to be the same color as the rest of your sofa. So just get in the habit a couple of times a week. Believe me, I know you're doing a lot. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I work at home, I'm part of the whole situation. But I have to say, I feel good knowing that I'm doing all that I can in a few minutes to take care of my family so that you can take care of your family as well. You know, if you look around, I don't have a lot of textiles in this house because of my daughter's allergies. I don't have draperies on the windows. I don't have an area rug anywhere in this house, okay? And really, the only place you could wipe your feet are just these little carpets by the front door. That is by design because I have learned so much in the last 2 years and more than 30,000 units sold, the importance of keeping those textiles at bay And then with Raycop, I feel like this and the beds are manageable, and I want it to be manageable for you as well. Look at the, you know, we talk about carpet lines. Look at the grooves that are being made so that I know that this is, you know, actually doing something and vacuuming all of that debris. And then when I open up, it is always about the dust cup filling up. I've gone through this presentation several times today, and it's still picking things up. Even though I've been changing cups out and replacing them, it is still picking things up. And this is not a very cluttered home. Maybe a lot of bling clutter, but not a lot of heavy brocades and things where you would think, okay, I can see how that's multiplying. I want this for you. This is the root, getting to the root of the problem, the solution that you've been looking for. And last but not least, happy birthday, HSN. Happy 43.
I love it. Hey, Alexandra, out of curiosity, I didn't have it on my cards. Do you happen to know how long that cord is, out of curiosity?
Yes, it's about 12 feet long. So when you open it out of the box, it's a nice long cord.
It is.
The cord management is very good too. So the cord management is excellent. So I do like that as soon as that turns red, I can unplug it. Here, see, once it's red, okay, now I can unplug this, okay? And this is how I actually put it away, and I just roll it up. You can see how long, does that answer your question?
It
how
does.
Nice and long this is.
And you know, and it's
okay.
And it's great too, because I'll tell you what, once I get going, I want to be going, and so will you. And these are going.
Right.
There are almost 10,000 gone. I cannot recommend it to you strongly enough. Yes, you are watching this show for a reason. You know, if you're like a lot of us, whether you're like our friend Paul who called, or you're like me, and you're trying to eliminate the source of the irritation. Again, it's not a cure or treatment for allergies or asthma, but you know, I was, you know, whether it's, you know, skin or breathing or, you know, sore eyes or whatever, again, not curing or treating anything. You know, same thing like Paul. I was trying to eliminate source. You know, okay, what might be at fault? Well, you've got freeloaders in your house, and this is getting to the source. It is killing, disrupting, removing, sanitizing. Killing, disrupting, sanitizing, removing, all the way down to 99.9% influenza A. I know you've been seeing it at the side of your screen, the dust mites, the pollen, the pet dander, all that stuff that could be the root of the cause. Like I said, we don't, yeah, we do our utmost best, hand washing and, you know, sprays and wipes and, you know, all the things that we're doing to try to have a healthy home. Because you know very well, we might try to keep the outside world and, you know, some of that stuff at bay, but, you know, whether it's the cats, the dogs, the kids, the groceries, the delivery, you know, the world is what we live in. And Alexandra, that's just it. You know, we try our utmost best, but that's one of the reasons that this has been a runaway customer pick at the higher price. By the way, we have sold tens of thousands, as you said, for almost $200. Today, for the lowest price that we've seen, $43.33 on that flex pay. It's hard to say no to this, isn't it?
It really is. I'm just going through how easy it is to actually handle and manage this. You're going to change that HEPA filter every other year. If you're using it a lot, like I'm using it a lot right now, so I would change this after 1 year, okay? But ordinarily, when things were not in such crisis mode, I was using it, and you would change it every other year. This is where that ultraviolet light is, your pulsating pads. It's nice and lightweight. It's ergonomic. Okay, you just pop out that dust filter. This is the larger dust filter. And then that cord is 12 feet long. And then you can roll it up like this. Now, I have a couple of these in my home. I have a couple of stands, and I like to not put this appliance completely away. I have a couple places in my home where I've just kind of tucked them on the side so that I'm more apt to grab it. And even if you don't have the stand, keep it just a couple of places in your home where you're going to just reach for it often and give everything a pass. If you get it home and you don't use it, you're not going to benefit from it the way Paul did. So give it that pass over your furniture, and you're going to love having your Raycop. What a great day it's been today. Thank you so much.
Well, Alexandra, awesome job. You know I love you. Thank you so much. Tell Troy, great camera work as always.
They're thanking you, Troy.
Thank you, love. Best to you.
Thank
Be
you.
safe out there. Hey, this is your final presentation. 30-day return policy, lowest price that we have seen, lowest price that we found out there. Seeing is believing. Getting it at home, whether you feel a difference in how you breathe, how you feel in the morning, how you sleep, you will see a difference. When you empty that out, you're gonna freak out in a little bit. But remember, it is patented. It is killing influenza A and pet dander and dust mites and all that debris, sanitizing, removing. All small, all easy, get it at home for the best price that we've seen anywhere. Remember, we also have our Protection Plus plan available. Check with your service representatives for details. They can give you all this scoopola. But I'm really excited for you. I really am. I think you're gonna be grateful for your rate cap just like I am. You're getting a lot better price than I got mine. So take advantage of that before that price goes away. We're in final quantities, almost 10,000 gone. Thank you again for your orders. Remember, you still get that 30-day return policy and free shipping. So try it for yourself. I'm actually back tomorrow. I'll have the Beekmans at 8 p.m. In the meantime, my friend Suzanne is coming up next with Marla Wynn.